So nimeamua nivae hii rope machi things that mzee aliwacha kwangu, so wachani niwachapia story. Mimi nimechoka kutype hizo paragraphs na hizo mambo zenu mnasema ziko mingi ha. Anyway, so where it all started, I posted a video with my boyfriend, now ex, and it goes viral on TikTok. And 2 days later, I noticed some weird stuff happening on my Instagram. Like on Sunday morning, normally I go to church at 10 a.m. And hiyo siku niliamka late, nilikuwa nimechoka. Sijui sikumbuki hata hiyo mambo ya hiyo Saturday, but nilikuwa nimechoka. So I didn't manage to get ready for the 10 a.m. mass, so nikasema nitaenda noon, and also I wasn't feeling so good. So hapo kitu 10:20 something, I see someone on my Insta. I'm like, she's liking my old post. Why am I being stalked? So I take a screenshot and I send it to my boyfriend. Okay, I send it to my boyfriend and kamuliza, why am I being stalked and why are they liking my old posts? And he says nothing. Kidogo Mimi, I get on a call with my friend, and I'm telling her the weird thing that's happening. Na ilikuwa na feel too like, oh my gosh, you know. And then kidogo, like in the afternoon, yo must be ya nuni kapita, cause you know I got on the call with my friend. Then kidogo nikaangalia my Instagram, naona tena kuna msichana mwingine amenifollow, and she's also followed by my ex. Okay, ex, boyfriend, whatever. That have mixed to sawa. I'm not still used to saying the ex part. So, woo, my God. So, nikamtumia pia screenshot, nikamuuliza, why did this one follow me? It happened like some 20 hours ago, and he said nothing. So at this point, I'm like, okay, what's going on? But because I knew he was he's interning, so I thought he's at the hospital, and I'm a very chill girl, by the way. Mimi yake. Anyway, so nikawachana tuna mambo mingi, and I went on about my day. I went for the 5 p.m. mass, and then nilikuwa somewhere actually, and I was talking to my friend, and then I was like, okay, let me go home, because I was waiting for my friend, but akakasana. So I was like, okay, let me go home, nyinyi mkimake tutapatana nini. So I came home. This is like around 8 p.m. I get on Instagram, and the first thing I see is I have a new message from a girl, and she's, you know, sending me, like, she's girlfriend one in the story. She's like sending me like these story about how she's been in a relationship with my boyfriend. I'm like, what? You know, she's like telling me all of these things. I'm like, what? So basically, that's how I found out that I was a side chick in my own relationship. That's what I thought at that point, right? And I was like, okay. So I call her, and she gets on call with her friend, and now this is where the tea is. Usually, I'm telling you, hizo mambo zenu ni mingi. Ebu na nyinyi kwanza wenye mnasema ati I knew he was cheating, but I never left mkuja na hiyo evidence, you know, because I never suspected this boy was cheating ever. He was like, anyone mwenye amekuwa akimdate, because yeye tuko wengi, sijui sahi, I think my DM iko na over 45 women. My lord. They'll tell you the way he presents himself, he'll make you believe that he cannot do those things. Cheating, conversations, like the biggest, you know, infidelity. He cannot take infidelity. And for people who cannot take infidelity, they do not cheat. And he would literally affirm you that he wasn't. And at kama sisi ni mafala, you know, kuna vile tu bado, you literally couldn't, like, hakukuwa na signs completely. But sometimes, okay, he was so good at lying. I feel like kulikuwa na signs, but he was just so good at lying, because sometimes ungepata tu sijui nini imehamishwa imeenda wapi, unauliza uko like, oh, ni rafiki yangu, oh, ni ya girlfriend ya cousin yangu, oh, sijui ni ya sister yangu, oh, sijui nini. You know this, the cousin, the friends, the sisters wamesuffer so much in the mouth of this man. Hi. Mimi hadi say I don't even know kama nitaweza kudate mtu akona sisters ever, if I ever go back to like dating men. But yeah. So let's go to, I get on the call with the girls, right? And you know, they're telling me all of these things about this man, a man who I trusted so much, with the friends who I trusted so much. And I'm like, girl, because the girls are doctors and they went to school with him. They live in the same area, so they know so much. And mimi, if you ever think of coming to me as a woman, please come to me. I will listen to you. Mimi sitakutusi. Mimi sitakwambia ati wachana na mwanaume wangu. Mimi sitakwambia sijui nini. I'll listen to you, girl. I'll listen to you. Because najua hakuna mwanamke tu mwenda wazimu anaweza amka tu aanze kukwambia like, oh, I've been in a relationship with your man and whatever. So at this point we are thinking we are the two sisi wawili, but they had stories from school that zilikuwa zinasema he had been seen in the elevator with 5 different women. So at this point I'm like, okay, kama ni sisi wawili, I'm even telling this girl, you know, girlfriend one in the story, I'm telling kama hatuwezi kosana, you know, we just figure it out, it's fine. And that week, last week was about figuring it out. But now let me tell you how this girl and I, because I'm not believing they're talking about the same man that I know. I tell them, okay, I think I need to see this man's face. Would you be willing to come with me? And she says yes. So we go to his house. Oh, it's now Sunday night. It's like we talked for 2 hours with the girls and my brain is not picking who exactly we are talking about. So it's 10 p.m. in the night and I tell them like, yeah, I would really be happy if I met this man and just saw his face. So I'm sure that this is the person we are talking about, okay? And I leave home, tukaenda huko, tukapatana, and before that we compared notes. Like I checked her messages. Nini anapata tunatumiwa the same exact messages. I'm like, tunaitwa the same things, because at this point we're just trying to figure out who is the side chick, who is the main chick, who is, you know, hizo tu vitu zote. And you know, we just like tunaongea too. She's like, you spent so much, you know, I'm like, you spent so much time with him. She's like, you got so many things from him. Ilikuwa just so funny. And but then it was actually so beautiful for me. It's been a very beautiful last 1 week just talking to all of these women. But now let's go back to where we go to his house, tukakaa basement kidogo, and then we went to the house. Kuna parts zenye I'll just skip, okay? So we go to his house and I knock and he opens, because walikuwa wamekosana wao, mimi hatukuwa tumekosana. So we thought that it would be much better that way, and yeah, it worked. So he opens the door and so this is the part. Rafiki yake alikuwa huko, tulikuwa tumemwona basement akapanda, so tukangoja kidogo and then sisi we go, but tulimpata huko anyway. Rafiki yake akatoka, tukabaki hapo. Na akatoka na rafiki yake, so sisi tukabaki kwa nyumba. Tumekuwa tukiambiwa story. I'm trying my best to speak Swahili so like I can So tumekuwa tukiambiwa kuna cousin yake mwenye anaishi huko, and sisi the first thing that we do naturally, we go to look for the cousin. Tunatafuta hadi cousin chini ya kitanda. There is literally no signs of a cousin living there in that house. And now that's when we look at each other, we're like, Anyway, he came back and we tried to talk and he was like, oh, sijui mnakuja kwangu kama hujaniambia. Like that was actually the thing that was upsetting him. And now he's like, he's not going to talk. He starts saying that he doesn't owe us anything, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, who kwa ndoa yenu hivi ndo huwa mna solve issues? Because it's not making sense to me. Karibuni sahau. So vile I knocked on the door, right? And he opens and I ask, can I come in? And he says yes. And then the other girl comes kwa mlango and he says, you're not welcome. Sasa what hatujui ni kama ni the both of us ama nini, but mimi nilikuwa nishaingia, so mimi nilikuwa karibu. So at this point she comes in anyway, and tumekuwa tukiambiwa kuna cousin yake mwenye anaishi kwa hiyo nyumba. So sisi after yeye ametoka na rafiki yake, sisi we start looking for the cousin hadi chini ya kitanda. There are no signs of anyone living there apart from this man and some other women, right? Anyway, he came back and we tried talking, and yeah, the only thing that was actually upsetting him is the fact that we went to his house unannounced. He was so upset. Anyway, akakata kuongea, akasema he's not going to talk today because ametoka long shift, blah blah blah, you know the shenanigans. You people when you mmekuwa mkimdate mnajua the shenanigans. So he says now, saying we need to leave. My God, it was just a lot. And mi nilikuwa tu nimeketi cause mi nasikia tu vile watu wanaongeleshana huko, niko like kwa hii ndoa yenu hivyo ndio huwa mna solve issues, cause what do you mean? Mimi I just came to see like the man that these women are describing is actually the man that I've been stupidly in love with, and they're not like lying to me or I'm not being tricked or something. I really nimeenda to confirmation. Anyway, yeah, turned out it's the truth, but now I wasn't ready for what was going to come after. So the girl left, me nikabaki, I tried talking to him, I told him everything that I was thinking at that point, because I was like, why would you subject me? Actually, my only question was, why would you subject me to this kind of public humiliation? I asked for consent to post the first video. That video wrote things with my BF, and he said yes, and he was so happy about it, right? Why would you subject me to this kind of humiliation, especially in public? And I was so scared at that point, because having heard the stories of a possibility of other women, I was like, how many more? So nikamuuliza, and he said there are no other girlfriends.
Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, share and comment. See you on my next video.